All right, so we got the peanut butter, 18 ounces, creamy. I got the store brand, you can get Jif, it doesn't really matter. Then vanilla, it needs to be vanilla frosting. That is the key on the peanut butter side. So I got the stove top ready, that you get, you know. So this is the pan size you need for the fudge. This is like the perfect depth from when I've been making it. I don't know what the inches are. I think it's an 11 by 7, but you see how you got like 2 inches deep. That's the big key, is the depth. So you need to spray it with some kind of olive oil, or if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, like spray, you know, parchment paper. You gotta have the parchment paper to line this, then spray it with this. So you're gonna take off the foil and put your vanilla in here for a minute. It's gotta melt down. I have gas, I don't know what you have. So like medium high. Then you want to put your peanut butter in here. So hold that thought. I'm going to keep you right there. I'm going to scoop out the peanut butter in the pan over medium-high heat. So I'm going to scoop all of it out. All of it, all of it, all of it. That's why you got to get the creamy, plus it melts better. In the saucepan while I'm waiting for that vanilla, the frosting, to get liquefied. The peanut butter side's easy. The thing with fudge is you gotta keep stirring. Stir, 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 stir. Everything has to like stir up pretty fast because it's gonna form quickly. And you have to stir to keep everything, see I got the peanut butter in there, to keep everything, and this will be hot, be careful. To keep everything smooth. Otherwise you're gonna get lumps. See how it's all liquefied? So yeah, you want to incorporate all this together. Incorporate until it's all like one with what you got going on. Hey Google, skip this song. So I'm gonna keep on stirring and stirring and stirring. Everything is stir, 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 stir. You want it all, like I said, solidified together. And then you're going to see the white starting to turn that peanut butter color. Once I get all this going, I'm going to let it start to make the bubbles, right? You don't want it to boil because it will burn. You want to just bring it all, incorporate it together so it mixes. See, it's not ready. See how you see this? So stir, stir, stir. So while that's stirring, I'm going to put you down again right there. I'm going to line that pan with my parchment and spray it. Now sometimes I don't have any butter flavored ham, but I prefer the butter flavored as opposed to this one. So yeah, I got the parchment down and I sprayed it. This helps it keeps its shape because once the fudge starts going in here, then it's gonna make that square. See how you got those little bubbles? But you don't want it, I'm gonna drop it down just a hair on my flame, because I don't want it to boil too much because it will burn. But now we're going. This is when your stirring action really needs to happen. Stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir. See how it's turning brown? Like doo-doo. No, like peanut butter. Once it's completely smooth and hot, that's another thing. It has to come up to a certain temperature in order for it to start molding too. So you want it to be hot. Once you see those bubbles, you can, like I said, kick it down a notch. And see that consistency? That's perfect. I'm going to take off that heat I'm gonna pour it in my pan. I'm gonna put you down again. What? Here, you can hang out right there. So I'm gonna pour it in that oiled pan, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like from there. Now this has to cool outside of before I put it in the fridge. You want it to be completely cooled. I mean completely cooled. So this will take probably like 2 hours to cool at room temperature or longer. Then, here we go. So this is when you got to be careful with the parchment because you want it to be a square. Yeah, see, it fits perfect except for this little piece here. Again, we're like a little over, like this is like an inch deep. So it's gonna be like a 1/2 inch of peanut butter, 1/2 inch of chocolate. This has got to cool down completely before you put it in the fridge. Like I said, maybe like 2 hours. I'm gonna leave it here and then I'll put it in the fridge to cool for at least, 2 or 3 hours, and you'll see it get hard because the thing is you don't want to put the chocolate stuff over it without this being cool. So then I got the evaporated milk, your chocolate. I get semi-sweet, the marshmallows. I don't have it out. It's up here in the cabinet. I got to get the step stool. So the vanilla as well as the butter. And sugar is optional. I do it with or without sugar. It doesn't really matter on that one because I'm doing the semi-sweet. But I will. So I see what I got. It doesn't really make a difference on the taste. But the marshmallows are key. To keep that foundation. Of course, the milk, the chocolate, the vanilla. So it's a simple recipe. I mean, Mom only had like 4 ingredients for any kind of baking. So yeah, this is gonna stay out for a while. I will put it in the fridge to cool in a couple hours, and then we'll do the chocolate portion, and that chocolate portion will go right on top of this once this is set. And then it's gotta do the same thing again for a couple hours, completely set before you cut it. If you cut it too soon, it'll turn into mushy mush mush mush. So this is what we got for video number 1 on Mom's chocolate peanut butter fudge.